Okay, so welcome back once again, guys. Now in this lecture, I'll be talking about pickle file operation. So basically, pickle files is nothing but it's a serialized file. So where you serialize or you try to wrap it up this Python object or Pythonic like a data into a complete binary format. That is something called as serialization. And then reverse of that. So where you try to unpickle it, or maybe you are converting binary data into a Python equivalent object, that is called as deserialization. So that is something that we are going to observe inside this particular lecture. Let me share my screen and yeah, so let's get started. So here, first of all, I have to call import pickle. Yeah, pickle import is important. Then let's suppose I have a data. So where I have something like this, name is equals to, as a dictionary I have, so SUDH, and then address is equals to some XYG. Yeah, so this is the data that I have, a very small, a simple one. Now, so this is a Python object, by the way, right? This is basically a Python object. Now I have to serialize this information. I have to serialize this entire data. So I have to convert this Python object into a binary, right? Into a binary information. So what I can do, I can try to call with open, and I can try to open up a new file for that. So data.pkl. So pkl is an extension for a pickle file. And then here I would like to perform a write operation. So I can call w, but with w, as I'm writing something as a binary, means I'm trying to perform a serialization operation where I'm going to convert this Python object. This is the Python object into a binary one, right? Binary one. So data.pickle, and then as f I'm going to call, fine. And then I can try to call pickle, the import that we have done, with dump. Yeah, pickle.dump. So what I would like to dump? Data. Where I would like to dump? In this file. Yeah, the file alias that we have created. So in this file, I would like to dump it. Execute. Now, if I'm going to execute it, and if I'm going to show you the pickle file, data.pickle, open anyway, text editor, you will not be able to find a data in a human readable format, right? This is a binary format of the data. You will not be able to read it out clearly. Yeah. So this is a binary format of the data. This is a pickle file. This is called as serialization. So we are able to serialize our information. We are able to store our information into a binary file. Again, so whenever we try to create a model, even at that point of a time, we do a same thing. A lot of time we do a same thing, right? So let's suppose I have a list. So can I so list L, can I try to store this as a pickle? So yes, I can try to store this as a pickle. Maybe data 1 I can try to create as f and data 1 as f. So just try to, sorry, data L, right? So L. So list, I have to write it down inside this file. List, I have to write it down inside this file. Okay, call it, and then data 1.pickle. If you're going to open it up, again, it's not clearly visible to me, right? It's not readable. So I'm able to serialize this particular data, this particular information as well. So I'm able to store it as a binary information, as a binary data inside this pickle file. And most of the time when you will build a model is nothing but a mathematical equation. When you are going to build, is your complex one, we try to pickle it up and we try to store it somewhere, right? And that somewhere is a serialized binary file. One of that file format is basically it's not PLK, it's a PKL. PKL, it's going to do the work. So it's going to do the job. PKL, pickle. Yeah, same thing you will be able to find out. Yes. So pickle, PKL. Fine. So here, this is how I can try to store the data. Now, if I have to read the data back from these pickles files, so I will be able to even read the data, and without hassle, I will be able to read the data. For example, so with open, and here, so I can try to give my file name basically. So here my file name is going to be data.pkl, pickle. And I can try to perform the read operation, but read in a binary format. So RB, read binary as f I can try to give over here, and then I can try to call pickle dot, as I'm reading it, load. Pickle dot load, I have to call load what? So load this file. So this is going to basically load it, and then you can try to print it if you want. So you can try to print it. So here is our data. So whatever data that I have stored, I'm able to read it out. Binary to a Python object, right? Binary to a Python object, I'm able to convert. Now this is called as deserialization. Yes, so binary to a Python object, I'm able to convert a data. So technically this is called as deserialization of the data. As simple as that. So pickle write operation I'm able to perform, pickle read operation I'm able to perform. So almost all these operations I'm able to perform without any kind of a hurdle. So with that, thank you so much everyone. Take care. Don't forget to solve the assignment questions. With that, thank you so much. Take care everyone. See you in the next lecture once again.